China has the largest area of bamboo forests in the world. This tree is closely associated with the history of this country. But have you ever wondered what these towering bamboos do besides swaying in the wind all day? Oh no, they are more useful than you think. That's why the bamboo industry has helped many Chinese farmers get rich. And how they do it, let's find out in this video. Nowhere in the world is there as much bamboo as in China. With an area of up to 7.01 million hectares of bamboo forests, China is the country with the richest bamboo resources in the world. Spread across the entire territory, there are 857 species of bamboo in 39 genera, accounting for 52% of the total bamboo species worldwide. And if you are looking for a place to enjoy the peace and quiet of rustling bamboo forests, this is a great suggestion. The bamboo industry not only contributes to the Chinese economy, but also changes the lives of millions of farmers. With the exploitation of millions of bamboo trees each year, these products not only serve the domestic market, but are also popular around the world. By participating in bamboo exploitation and processing, Chinese farmers have had a stable income and a better life. China is the world's largest producer and trader of bamboo products. In 2020, the bamboo industry helped the Chinese economy pocket nearly $45 billion. You may not know, but after only 3 to 5 years of planting, farmers can harvest bamboo instead of having to wait 10 to 30 years like other woody plants. With its miraculous growth rate, a bamboo tree only takes about 2 months to transform from a bamboo shoot into a mature bamboo tree. They just need to grow tall, catch the wind, and together form a large forest. These bamboo trees also have a higher yield than any other woody plant. With sustainable harvesting methods, farmers will only harvest mature bamboo plants, not harming the growth of the remaining plants. This ensures that bamboo can continue to regenerate quickly and maintain a stable ecosystem. After harvesting, bamboo will be transported to processing plants or exported. Bamboo has many outstanding advantages, in which its light, durable, and easy-to-process properties have made it an ideal material for many industries. Through the skillful hands of craftsmen, bamboo can be processed into thousands of different products, from construction materials, furniture, to daily consumer products. You can find products such as bamboo flooring, bamboo chairs, bamboo plywood, or even food containers made from bamboo, all of which are processed from renewable, environmentally friendly resources. In recent years, bamboo has become the perfect alternative to plastic and traditional materials. Thanks to its natural biodegradability and durability, bamboo products are increasingly popular. Bamboo straws, bamboo utensils, bamboo cutting boards, and bamboo food containers are gradually replacing plastic products in daily life, helping to reduce environmental pollution. China is currently one of the leading countries in developing and exporting these products. With about 8 million tons of plastic produced each year in China alone, switching to bamboo products is an important strategy to reduce plastic waste. Studies show that bamboo straws can reduce annual plastic use by 70% in China alone. Bamboo is not only used in consumer goods, but also in construction. Bamboo boards, thanks to their flexibility and high durability, have been used in many projects, from housing to infrastructure projects. In particular, bamboo boards are also used to partially replace concrete and steel, helping to reduce costs and protect the environment. A typical example is the construction of bamboo bridges and bamboo floors in major cities in China. Bamboo has 3 times the load-bearing capacity of pine wood, making construction sustainable and cost-effective. According to research by construction experts, bamboo can replace up to 50% of concrete used in modern construction, helping to reduce pollution and protect the environment. Bamboo forests not only provide raw materials for millions of products, but also play an extremely important role in protecting the environment. Bamboo grows very fast, can absorb large amounts of carbon, clean the air, and keep the soil from eroding. Bamboo has the ability to absorb 1.33 times more carbon than tropical rainforests. 1 hectare of bamboo forest can absorb up to 5.09 tons of carbon per year. China is a pioneer in the conservation and sustainable development of bamboo forests. New bamboo planting projects are being implemented not only to restore degraded land, but also to maintain and develop this valuable resource in the future. Large companies have also adopted sustainable bamboo farming methods to ensure that this resource is never exhausted. With the continuous development of science and technology, the future of China's bamboo industry is expanding into new areas, from bioenergy to biomaterials. It will be a green industry promising to make great contributions to global sustainable development. With innovation and abundant resources, China's bamboo industry is becoming more and more important and meaningful to farmers. Do you want to use bamboo products? Leave a comment to let us know. Have you ever enjoyed dishes made from Roselle? This name seems very strange to many people, but in fact, it is commonly grown in many areas of the world, typically in China. Unlike many agricultural crops that harvest fruit, the calyx of the Roselle has high commercial value, and it is an important ingredient in the soft drink and confectionery industries. So, today, let's explore Roselle farms with us to learn how to grow and harvest this plant. Roselle is a major commercial crop in China, Sudan, and Thailand, and grows mainly in tropical and subtropical climates around the world. Annual production is about 20,000 tons, providing raw material for other processing plants. Roselle plants are usually planted from seeds around April to May in large areas with plenty of sunlight. Roselle seeds can be sown directly into fertilized holes. Because the plant grows quickly and has a large canopy, the plant should be planted about 2 meters apart to allow room for growth. Watering the plants in the early stages is very important to ensure good growth of the Roselle. Once established, the Roselle plant is drought tolerant and does not need to be watered frequently. In addition, during the care process, organic fertilizers or fertilizers rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium should be added to promote healthy growth of plants and flower calyxes. Regular weeding is needed to remove weeds in the Roselle farm to ensure optimal growing conditions for the plants. Organic methods can be used to manage pests and diseases that reduce plant productivity. Roselle flowers reach maturity for harvest after about 6 to 8 months from planting. Harvesting must be done at the right time to ensure quality and economic benefits. If harvested too early, the underdeveloped sepals will produce small, low quantity and poor quality fruits. On the contrary, if harvested late, the plant will fall over, causing the sepals to mold and the color and quality will be reduced. Mature hibiscus calyxes have beautiful colors, thick flesh, and high yield. Farmers harvest the red fruit immediately after the petals have dried and fallen. On small-scale farms, harvesting is usually done by hand. On large-scale farms, mechanical harvesters can be used to speed up the process. After harvesting the Roselle fruit, farmers need to quickly process it to harvest the fresh calyx. The red calyx needs to be quickly separated from the fruit to get only the calyx. There are many methods of processing Roselle calyx. Farmers need to separate the calyx from the fruit by hand or by machine to get the red calyx only. The calyx can be processed by many different methods, but usually to prolong the storage time, the hibiscus calyx is dried in the sun or dried in a processing facility. Hibiscus farms can produce 1.5 to 2.5 tons of dried calyx per hectare per year. Roselle seeds are also used to extract oil or process into other ingredients. Today, growing Roselle has become an industry that helps millions of farmers in China, India, and Africa improve their lives and stabilize their economies. This plant has become one of the most traded agricultural products in the world because it is easy to grow, easy to cultivate, and rich in nutrients. Dried Roselle can be sold for $1,200 to $3,600 US per ton, sometimes even up to $4,000 US per ton. Hibiscus flowers are currently used in many fields as the main raw material in the food, pharmaceutical, and healthcare industries. According to research, red hibiscus calyxes are high in vitamin C. They have a pleasant sweet and sour taste, which goes well with salads, jams, syrups, fruit teas, and wines. They are often found in stores, preserved in syrup or liquid, as a garnish and flavoring additive for cocktails, white wine, or champagne. The seeds can be roasted and ground into a powder. The young leaves can be steamed or fried. They are also called red sorrel. In traditional Chinese medicine, hibiscus flowers are also used as medicine. It is cool, sour, and has the effect of reducing cough, often used to support lowering blood pressure. In addition, hibiscus flowers are rich in vitamin C and isoflavones, so they have good antioxidant effects, can help the body eliminate free radicals, thereby having a beautifying effect. These beautiful flowers are not only grown for decoration and beautification of space, but instead, healthcare is what makes them valuable. After being harvested, the flowers will go through a sophisticated processing process, creating a delicious drink, rich in nutritional value, considered a miracle drug for healthcare. From tiny flowers to $1 million industry, how did the Chinese do it? Let's find out in today's video. Chrysanthemum tea is not a new drink. It has been present in China for thousands of years and is extremely loved by the people. According to traditional medicine, chrysanthemum tea is considered a miracle drug, helping to relax the mind, anti-aging, and even keeping the eyes healthy. You can drink chrysanthemum tea anytime, anywhere, from bustling New Year parties to peaceful mornings in your favorite cup. So, how can these lovely chrysanthemums create an entire industry? To start your journey of making money from chrysanthemums, first plant a large field of chrysanthemums. And Chinese farmers are clearly not afraid to invest. You can find chrysanthemums everywhere in China, but the most famous chrysanthemum growing regions are Yunnan, Anhui, Sichuan, and Zhejiang. Chrysanthemums in each region will have a distinct flavor. Yunnan has strong-smelling chrysanthemums, while Sichuan brings a sweet, lingering flavor. With the traditional method, farmers will divide the seedlings in the fall, keep the healthy ones, and take care of them until the harvest season begins in November. Chrysanthemums do not like water, so they are often grown on raised beds for easy drainage and do not need too much watering. In addition to the traditional growing method, chrysanthemum growing regions have now invested in a modern direction to achieve higher productivity. They can grow chrysanthemums in greenhouses to ensure that the flowers grow well and are not affected by pests or diseases. In addition, they also apply breeding techniques to limit defective plants. The application of high technology in production helps ensure the quality of chrysanthemums, meeting market standards. After about 3 months of care, chrysanthemums will begin to bloom. The ideal time to harvest chrysanthemums is in early winter, after the first frost. Flowers that have bloomed about 85 to 90% will be suitable for harvesting tea. A secret that only chrysanthemum growers know is to only harvest chrysanthemums on sunny days. Flowers should only be harvested after 9 a.m. because at that time the dew on the flowers has evaporated. Harvesting flowers when everything is dry and handling them promptly will help the flowers not rot or change color. Each chrysanthemum tea producing region will have its own traditional processing method. Immediately after harvesting, the flowers need to be transferred to the processing factory to remove the branches and leaves, keeping only the flowers. Then, the flowers are washed with clean water and dried in a cool place. Don't think that just throwing the flowers around is enough. If stacked on top of each other, the flowers can get hot and spoiled. Only skilled workers know how to dry chrysanthemum flowers perfectly, both preserving the fragrance and preserving nutrients. The process of processing chrysanthemum flowers into tea seems very simple, but in fact, it is an art. Workers must measure the temperature and time accurately, otherwise the product will become a disaster. To preserve the natural aroma, chrysanthemums will be steamed in a steamer at a stable temperature for about 4 to 5 minutes. After steaming, chrysanthemums will be spread evenly on bamboo mats to dry under the sun for about 6 to 7 days. This is a labor-intensive process and requires patience from the workers. Today, to meet the increasing demand, chrysanthemum tea factories have applied low-temperature drying technology. This method helps to better preserve the color, flavor, and nutrients in chrysanthemums, bringing a perfect tea product with consistent quality. Not only popular in China, chrysanthemum tea has spread to the world and become a popular drink in many countries. Thanks to its outstanding health benefits and convenience, chrysanthemum tea has been packaged in many different forms, from tea bags to bottled tea, meeting the needs of modern consumers. Currently, chrysanthemum tea manufacturers are also experimenting with products combined with other herbs such as ginger, honey, or ginseng to create new flavors, both meeting the needs of enjoyment and bringing many health benefits. Chrysanthemum tea is known for its many health benefits, from reducing stress, improving sleep, supporting the digestive system, and beautifying the skin. In particular, chrysanthemum tea is also part of the global consumer trend, as consumers are increasingly interested in natural and healthy products. The herbal tea market is booming, with a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of over 5%. Chrysanthemum tea is not only consumed domestically, but also exported to international markets, including North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific. The growing awareness of health has made chrysanthemum tea an ideal choice for global consumers. Do you think cacti are just houseplants or vegetation that grows on dry land? Yes, because they are actually drought-tolerant plants, which is great for those who are lazy about watering their plants. But wait! You are missing out on a really great use for this plant, which is as cow feed. It may sound strange, but cacti are actually one of the sustainable sources of food for cows, especially in areas with water shortages. Today, we will explore this interesting fact. Cactus. Just hearing the name makes us feel the thorns, right? Most of us know that cacti grow in extremely arid places. No one waters or cares for them, but they still live healthily like a warrior. They not only survive in harsh conditions, but also equip themselves with a thorny shell to protect themselves from all intrusions. Some species can even survive when the temperature reaches 40 degrees Celsius and still be awake. Growing cacti to feed cows? It sounds like a crazy idea, but it actually makes sense. If you are a smart farmer, you can grow cacti on land where no other plants can grow. It doesn't need much water. Poor soil? Cactus doesn't care. And cows will eat well, drink natural water without worrying about lack of food. So why not try it? Listen, you won't be a hard-working farmer when growing these cacti. In contrast to other plants that need fertile soil and lots of water, cacti are much easier. They can grow on poor soil, don't need much water, and importantly, become a useful food source for cows. The most popular cactus variety is Opuntia, because they are least thorny and most delicious. Growing cacti to feed cows? It sounds like a crazy idea, but it actually makes sense. If you are a smart farmer, you can grow cacti on land where no other plants can grow. It doesn't need much water. Poor soil? Cactus doesn't care. And cows will eat well, drink natural water without worrying about lack of food. So why not try it? Listen, you won't be a hard-working farmer when growing these cacti. In contrast to other plants that need fertile soil and lots of water, cacti are much easier. They can grow on poor soil, don't need much water, and importantly, become a useful food source for cows. The most popular cactus variety is Opuntia, because they are least thorny and most delicious. The process of growing cacti is quite simple and does not require much investment. Simply take sections of cactus from a mature plant, at least 20 to 30 centimeters long, don't be too stingy. Bury them about 5 to 10 centimeters deep in the ground. Cactus plants root easily and thrive without much care. The only thing they need is loose, not waterlogged soil and a little water if it gets too dry. The cactus can be harvested after about 1 to 2 years, after which the plant will continue to grow for many more years. Unlike the harvesting process for other agricultural products, when harvesting cactus for cows, people will cut off large sections of the stem. But don't worry, the plants will grow back quickly from the base and they can harvest periodically. Therefore, the cows will be provided with a food source all year round. The process of growing cacti is quite simple and does not require much investment. Simply take sections of cactus from a mature plant, at least 20 to 30 centimeters long, don't be too stingy. Bury them about 5 to 10 centimeters deep in the ground. Cactus plants root easily and thrive without much care. The only thing they need is loose, not waterlogged soil and a little water if it gets too dry. The cactus can be harvested after about 1 to 2 years, after which the plant will continue to grow for many more years. Unlike the harvesting process for other agricultural products, when harvesting cactus for cows, people will cut off large sections of the stem. But don't worry, the plant will grow back quickly from the base and they can harvest periodically. Therefore, the cows will be provided with a food source all year round. In order for the cows to be able to enjoy the cactus safely, the farmer will have to handle it a bit. Usually, large-scale cattle farms will use incinerators to remove the dangerous sharp thorns, avoiding injury to the cows. Therefore, if you see burnt cacti on the farm, don't think that there is a cactus barbecue party going on. In addition, they can remove the thorns by cutting or peeling. However, cows are smarter than you think. They rarely eat cactus that still have thorns. After removing the thorns, the cactus can be chopped and fed directly to the cows. Some farmers also grind or chop the cactus and mix it with dry feed in the appropriate proportion. Although cactus is low in protein, only about 5%, it is a perfect choice when combined with nutritious feed. So, why is cactus a perfect choice for raising cattle? First of all, it saves on feed costs, especially during droughts when other feed sources become scarce. An interesting comparison is that cactus contains up to 75% of the energy of corn, but costs 20 times less to produce in harsh semi-arid environments. A recent study in Brazil showed that replacing corn silage with cactus increased the production efficiency of dairy cows without affecting milk quality. In particular, other foods need to be preserved in dry or fermented form, but cacti can be preserved all year round without spoiling, still retaining the necessary amount of water. In addition, this food is also a source of vitamin A and a large amount of non-fibrous carbohydrates, NFC, which helps increase energy for livestock. Do you know how the pistachio products we use every day are processed? It is a very interesting process, and only those in the industry know. To produce tons of pistachios, farmers and processing workers have worked very hard. Right now, let's explore with us the process of harvesting and processing millions of tons of pistachios. The United States is now the world's largest producer of nuts, producing millions of tons each year. Most of this is concentrated in California, where farmers are dedicating more land to growing them. Of course, farmers will only invest in growing crops that generate economic value. And as expected, pistachios generated nearly $3 billion in profits in 2023 for California. And over the past decade, the United States has surpassed Iran to become the world's leading nut exporter. In California, farmers usually harvest pistachios between mid-August and the first week of September, when the nuts begin to turn pink or red. Harvesting at the right time is important to avoid the nuts falling to the ground, causing damage and reducing the quality of the product. On large commercial farms, farmers use mechanical shakers to shake the trees, causing the nuts to fall onto tarps that have been placed at the base of the trees. This method is considered safer and quicker, but is usually used on farms with long-standing chestnut trees. On smaller farms or with young chestnut trees, farmers often harvest by hand to avoid damaging the trees. All pistachios after being harvested need to be processed immediately to ensure quality. They are transported to the processing facility quickly. At the vast factories in California, you can see tons of pistachios moving on conveyor belts, where they are inspected, graded, roasted, and packaged before being shipped to stores, grocery stores worldwide. Inside the factory, the pistachios are shelled within 24 hours, as leaving them too long can stain the shell and damage the nuts. Some processors also use water jet shellers, which spray high-pressure water to gently remove the shells without damaging the underlying shell. Once shelled, the pistachios have a high moisture content and need to be dried quickly to avoid spoilage, with the goal of reducing the moisture content to around 5 to 7% to help preserve the nut's texture, flavor, and shelf life. After the drying process, pistachios are sorted by placing them in a large tank of water to test their buoyancy. Quality nuts usually sink to the bottom, while poor quality nuts float to the top and are discarded. Only high quality nuts are guaranteed to be sent to market. The process of processing pistachios does not stop here. They go through further processing steps such as dry roasting or adding other flavors such as garlic, chili to diversify the product. Some lines also carry out the process of shelling pistachios and packaging the shellless nuts. In general, processing factories often produce pistachio products according to customer requirements and market demand. The final step in the processing is packaging. The pistachios are packaged according to the exact weight of each gram. The packaging must be kept sealed to prevent the nuts from being exposed to air, which will reduce the quality of the pistachios. After the processing, the pistachio products are transported to different consumption areas or export markets. The United States is currently the world's largest exporter of pistachios, with exports reaching a record 390,000 tons last year, according for 70% of global exports. China is the largest importer of pistachios in the United States, especially at the end of the year in preparation for the Lunar New Year. Some Asian countries also have the custom of celebrating the Lunar New Year, and the demand for pistachios and other nuts has also skyrocketed. This has created conditions for American pistachio products to be consumed quickly. Have you ever thought that something that was once considered waste could become a billion-dollar industry? It sounds unbelievable, right? But in reality, thousands of farmers have escaped poverty thanks to Loofah, typically Chinese farmers. In the past, Loofah was often used by farmers as organic fertilizer for crops, but now it has become a valuable export item. Today, let's explore how Chinese farmers get rich from Loofah. Loofah farms are commonly grown in the southern provinces of China due to their suitable climate and temperature. However, large-scale farms are mainly concentrated in Guangdong, Guangxi, and Hunan provinces, covering tens of thousands of acres. The most typical is the cooperative in Guigang town, Guangxi, which has more than 10,000 acres dedicated to growing loofah, with an annual output value of up to 130 million yuan, about 18 million US dollars. Farmers in the town said that growing loofah has helped them earn an additional income of up to 60,000 yuan, about 8,000 US dollars per year. In Guigang town, a squash industry has even been established, making thousands of farmers in the town rich. So, how do Chinese farmers cultivate thousands of acres of squash? Loofah is grown from seeds. Farmers harvest loofah seeds from high-quality seedlings, then sow the seeds in specialized nursery trays to wait for them to germinate. After the loofah plants develop about 2 to 3 leaves, they will be moved to the farm for planting. Loofah plants can withstand heat but cannot withstand waterlogging, so the planting area needs to be well drained. Although loofah can easily adapt and grow in different conditions, care is still necessary. After about 35 to 40 days of planting, loofah will produce fruit and farmers will harvest. However, to harvest loofah fiber, farmers need to harvest about 30 days later, so that the loofah fruit can develop further to form loofah fiber. Loofah is grown from seeds. Farmers harvest loofah seeds from high-quality seedlings, then sow the seeds in specialized nursery trays to wait for them to germinate. After the loofah plants develop about 2 to 3 leaves, they will be moved to the farm for planting. Loofah plants can withstand heat but cannot withstand waterlogging, so the planting area needs to be well drained. Although loofah can easily adapt and grow in different conditions, care is still necessary. After about 35 to 40 days of planting, loofah will produce fruit and farmers will harvest. However, to harvest loofah fiber, farmers need to harvest about 30 days later, so that the loofah fruit can develop further to form loofah fiber. Farmers can also harvest young loofah fruits for cooking. In Chinese cuisine, loofah is consumed as a vegetable because of its mild flavor and high nutritional value, as it contains many vitamins and minerals. Mature loofahs are harvested when they turn brown or yellow, and although they are large, they are very light because they have lost their water content and the flesh has turned fibrous. After harvesting, they are dried completely, peeled, and the seeds removed, leaving behind a fibrous web-like substance that forms a natural sponge. In the past, loofahs were not very popular in people's lives because they were considered useless. However, Chinese farmers have now created loofahs into specialized products for daily life. Therefore, loofah processing facilities have been built to produce products such as shoe soles, bath brushes, etc. Some farmers are innovating with loofah by producing a variety of items, from loofah crafts to home goods like rugs, slippers, and even loofah fabrics. These products are sold in niche markets or through e-commerce platforms. Some companies are experimenting with loofah as an eco-friendly material for packaging fragile items or as insulation. Its fibrous structure provides cushioning, and its biodegradability fits in with sustainability goals. In the past, loofahs were not very popular in people's lives because they were considered useless. However, Chinese farmers have now created loofahs into specialized products for daily life. Therefore, loofah processing facilities have been built to produce products such as shoe soles, bath brushes, etc. Some farmers are innovating with loofah by producing a variety of items, from loofah crafts to home goods like rugs, slippers, and even loofah fabrics. These products are sold in niche markets or through e-commerce platforms. Some companies are experimenting with loofah as an eco-friendly material for packaging fragile items or as insulation. Its fibrous structure provides cushioning, and its biodegradability fits in with sustainability goals. The products not only serve domestic consumption needs, but also expand export markets. Chinese farmers are tapping into international markets, especially in areas where there is a high demand for natural biodegradable products. Europe, the United States, and parts of Asia import loofah products from China, opening up a steady source of revenue for farmers. Every year, China exports millions of loofah products to the US and Europe, where they are very popular because they are natural products that are not only safe for users, but also sustainable and environmentally friendly. Farmers do not let any part of the loofah material go to waste. The remaining loofah fiber or discarded fiber can be composted to improve soil health, add organic matter, and help retain moisture. In some areas, loofah seeds and pulp are used as animal feed, especially livestock, to supplement nutrients in the diet of livestock, ensuring their comprehensive nutrition for growth. Farmers do not let any part of the loofah material go to waste. The remaining loofah fiber or discarded fiber can be composted to improve soil health, add organic matter, and help retain moisture. In some areas, loofah seeds and pulp are used as animal feed, especially livestock, to supplement nutrients in the diet of livestock, ensuring their comprehensive nutrition for growth.
¿Qué pasa? All right, we're gonna sing, okay? Old.
Welcome to today's video. Have you ever imagined that you could talk to a bird? This is not a science fiction story, but a reality that is happening at parrot farms. How can farmers take care of, breed, and teach parrots to speak the human language? Is it easy? Let's discover this secret in today's video. Parrots have always fascinated many people with their colorful feathers and incredible intelligence. Today, parrots are the third most popular companion animals in the United States. However, not all parrots can talk. Only a few species of parrots have this ability, such as African gray parrots, macaw parrots, and Amazon parrots. Raising parrots is not only a hobby, but has become an important economic source for many families. Parrot farms are increasingly developing, helping farmers earn millions of dollars each year. The scarcity of talking parrots further increases their economic value. Parrots that have been trained and can talk can be worth up to $4,000 or more. Parrot farms need to ensure certain requirements, such as being built in quiet, safe areas away from loud noises and stressors for the birds. Depending on the size of the farm, it can be set up indoors in a dedicated bird cage or on a private plot of land. Although kept in captivity, parrots still have wild instincts, so they need a comfortable space that resembles nature. The parrot raising space needs to have enough tools such as perches, toys, swings to stimulate the parrot's mind and body. This space must also always ensure hygiene, provide enough food, and monitor the parrot's health and behavior. Parrot farms need to ensure certain requirements, such as being built in quiet, safe areas away from loud noises and stressors for the birds. Depending on the size of the farm, it can be set up indoors in a dedicated bird cage or on a private plot of land. Although kept in captivity, parrots still have wild instincts, so they need a comfortable space that resembles nature. The parrot raising space needs to have enough tools such as perches, toys, swings to stimulate the parrot's mind and body. This space must also always ensure hygiene, provide enough food, and monitor the parrot's health and behavior. One of the most important aspects of a parrot farm is breeding and producing healthy parrots. Breeding pairs will be paired separately to ensure compatibility during breeding. Some species can exhibit territorial or aggressive behavior towards certain individuals, so creating compatible pairs can improve the chances of successful mating, egg laying, and raising of young. For pairing, parrots should be given a thorough health check by a veterinarian to ensure there are no genetic or inbreeding problems. Diet is also important, including high-quality food, fresh fruits, vegetables, and occasional treats. During the breeding season, parrots need extra vitamins and minerals. Breeding parrots can suffer from a number of health problems, including respiratory infections, feather plucking, and blocked eggs in females. Regular health checks and maintaining a clean cage will help prevent and resolve these problems. After pairing, parrots are placed in a separate breeding cage. The cage should be spacious, safe, and comfortable. The nest box provides a safe space for the females to lay eggs and should be designed to be easily accessible and clean. The breeding environment should mimic the natural environment to encourage breeding behavior and provide nesting materials such as wood chips or leaves to make the nest box more attractive. When the pair shows signs of readiness, the keeper should closely monitor their behavior. A stress-free and low-disturbance environment helps parrots mate, lay eggs, and hatch successfully. In some cases, the keeper may need to use artificial incubation with proper temperature, humidity, and ventilation. When the chicks hatch, they are very fragile and need careful care. A warm, safe, and nutritious environment is essential. The chicks need a special diet and early socialization to develop positive relationships with humans. So, how do these parrots speak the human language? This process is not easy and requires a lot of time and effort. Parrots need to be bonded to their owners from a young age. The best way to encourage your parrot to talk is to choose a few short words to start with. Simple words, when spoken with enthusiasm, seem more interesting to most parrots. So, how do these parrots speak the human language? This process is not easy and requires a lot of time and effort. Parrots need to be bonded to their owners from a young age. The best way to encourage your parrot to talk is to choose a few short words to start with. Simple words, when spoken with enthusiasm, seem more interesting to most parrots. In addition, parrot owners also need to repeat words or phrases frequently so that the parrot learns to imitate. Parrots do not have a brain programmed like humans, so the process of training them to speak human language is not simple. Owners and parrot trainers need to be patient. When teaching parrots to speak, they often reward them with food when they cooperate.
Can you do a red wolf?
Teaching them to speak the human
How about an
language
owl?
is just like teaching children.
Can you fall down?
There is no set time to train a parrot to talk.
Did
They
that
can
hurt?
start talking after about 6 months
Can you
or
do a
1
cat?
year, or they may
How about
never
a dog?
talk
Can
at
you
all.
bark?
This will depend
And
on
shoot
the
the lasers?
relationship between the
Can you
owner
do
and the
water?
parrot, or the personality of the individual
And can you help me call
bird.
the dogs? Good.
Peekaboo! Glug glug. Come here, sweet. Want a drink? You just so good. Yeah. You're so pretty.
In recent years, large commercial farms have sprung up, producing more and more parrots to sell as pets. South Africa is now the world's leading exporter of parrots. The country has exported more than 1 million parrots of more than 120 species since 2020, mainly to countries in the Middle East and South Asia. Commercial parrot farms can raise thousands of parrots in cages for mass export. Common and endangered species such as gray parrots, military macaws, and yellow-crested cockatoos are also being bred and sold. However, large-scale parrot farming also raises ethical issues. Farms need to ensure good living conditions for parrots and comply with regulations on parrot conservation in the wild. Deal. Leave your comments below to let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive the latest notifications. And now, goodbye and